Greetings and salutation, PlayStoners.
Good evening.
Back again this week for a PS Plus or minus. So we get hands on with the first games this month.
I finally completed one before you.
This month, not difficult. I should say this week it was difficult. We're going to start off with Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Now this was the big title of this month. I remember about 6 months ago when it came out, so it's a relatively new game. A lot of hype, a lot of critical acclaim for it, and two very different opinions from me and you.
Yes, indeed, which makes this more exciting, this particular podcast.
It does, hence no script, this podcast. We're just going to go straight at it because we have two very, very opposing views.
Shit, I forgot my notes.
I'll start off. I think this game is an absolute bag of wank. I think it's a bit of fucking cheek to even call it a game. You don't interact with anything, you have no objective, there is no level, there is no advancement, there is nothing to call this a game other than it's a visualised ebook that you get in fragments. You kind of walk around a village, hearing people's stories and kind of piece together it with your own interpretation, and it's boring as fuck. I don't just mean like 5 minutes of playing it, 5 minutes of playing it, going, God, this is boring. I'm about 30 minutes in going like, fucking hell, yeah, alright, yeah, I've got to keep playing this. It's shocking.
Well, there is clearly a storyline of sorts.
No, there's not a storyline, there's a story.
Well, multiple storylines, really.
It's not a storyline because there's no line to it.
Yeah.
It's not an A to B story, it's a case of, we've got a story, chop it into 30 fragments and just sprinkle it over the village, go find it.
Yeah.
You can get part 10 of the story, and then part 1, and then part 22, and then part 5. And
well, to be fair, to actually complete the game, I did have to go for the open-ender trophy, which, for those watching, it's essentially following a particular storyline route, one particular character. You're going to find all the different fragments throughout the game for his storyline to complete it. Otherwise, I kept completing the different storylines and there was no closure, no ending, and I just kept carrying on wandering around, and it's like, what do I do now? Oh, I'll collect that trophy.
The only objectives you get in this game are from the trophy list.
Yeah.
The game starts up and you go.
More important.
That's it. Even when you finished it, you still keep going.
One main factor that should be pointed out, that with any game, as soon as you start playing it, you focus on the main different elements. What are the boundaries? Do I have legs? You don't have legs in this.
No, that's one thing we
no arms either.
One thing we share in common is if you're around an FPS game, first thing you do, look down, do I have legs? No, I don't have legs. It makes no difference to the game, but I just like to know I have legs.
I kept looking down at different points in the game.
To see if you can get a different view.
Yeah. Trying this town, nope, no legs. Trying this village, nope, no legs.
The only good thing I can say about this game is that graphically it's beautiful.
Wonderful soundtrack too.
The music is quite pleasant.
It's not the kind of soundtrack that you can listen to on a coach journey across the country, but it's nice.
Soothing. It's pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasant soundtrack and the graphics are beautiful.
Stunning. Just look up into the sky during night time.
Down to details as well. I remember walking into the pub and seeing a cigarette in the ashtray with a smoke tendrils coming from it.
Well,
I thought that was a nice little touch.
When you mentioned that to me, I was playing it
last night.
Literally, just last night.
You sent me the screenshot on PlayStation last night.
I sent the screenshot, just past the bunker, which part of it that eventually you'll get there. Just past the bunker to the right hand side, resting on something, there's a cigarette with about that much just
ash on it,
burnt away, and it's still lit, clearly.
It is, that attention to detail is amazing, but maybe less attention to detail and more to gameplay. Because there is no gameplay on this. One of the criticisms I heard about it is how it's a walking sim. That's what it is. You don't have hands, you can't interact, you can't...
You switch on the radios, you switch on the monitor screens.
No, you don't. You walk up to them and they start automatically.
No, you're supposed to click a button, so technically you do activate it, but it'd be nice if it was more a case of click.
Yeah. No, even
just that.
If you could pick stuff up and do stuff, if there was, I know it's supposed to be, it gives this impression there's a big kind of mystery, and there is no mystery. I figured out what it was. I think it was the second part. You start at the barricade, you walk down, you get a radio thing, then you walk down, the phone box rings. I watched the phone box, I heard what the phone box had to say, and I went, oh, so it's such and such.
Yeah, true. You did.
And I got it fucking bang on straight away. But yeah, I mean, I've just watched the endings now because I'll be honest with you, PlayStation, I went, I can't fucking do this. I started playing it last night and went, I need to play this for PsPlus tomorrow. I need to play it. I need to get this reviewed. I keep falling asleep. I put it on for 10 minutes and went, do you know what? Fuck this shit. I can't do it. I switched it off and started playing Blood Bowl 2 again.
He nearly fell asleep during the video.
Yeah, we've just watched a 15-minute video, YouTube video, so I can see the endings, and I nearly fell asleep during the endings.
He did.
It's 11 o'clock in the fucking morning. I've been up 4 hours, and I nearly fell asleep watching a YouTube video. That says all you need to know about this game. This is a massive fucking minus for me. It's shocking.
I enjoyed it because it's nice, it's relaxing, it's obviously procedural because you got to go from A to B to C to D to collect all these different things, but you don't actually collect them though. You've not got a knapsack with, or even a notepad with notes taken down.
Don't expect any gameplay mechanics other than walking. That's it.
Walking, activate things, open doors, close doors. If you choose to close
You
them.
walk at a dreadfully slow pace as well.
Yeah.
The walking speed in this, if you hold R2, I think it's for a couple of seconds, you can speed up. But even at that speeded up pace, you're probably about half the speed as in normal walking pace in other games.
Extra trick that I actually discovered on my own for this. You press down the R2 button, you move the L stick up so that you're walking forward, but if you nudge the R3, is it?
Yeah.
If you nudge the R3 stick, so you're looking...
Oh, the right analog stick. R3 is pressing it.
Yeah,
right analog stick.
If you're looking kind of at just that kind of angle, or even that angle, you actually do move quicker. It's like...
Oh, yes, you can move quicker, but you can't see where you're going.
You can
brilliant game design.
It's
not a brilliant design. I'm not going to call it game design. It's not a fucking game.
You still get to move quicker.
The other thing as well, game mechanics were about it does have some DualShock motions in it.
Yes.
Right, which are completely not pointless. Because sometimes you walk up to the light and it comes with this little scene that plays out for you. Or other times you go up to the light and you have to go like that and tilt your joypad so the light goes like a centimetre over your screen and then starts this scene. Could have just started the scene.
Well, what it is...
That motion control thing is pointless.
So you've got 3 different types of Rapture orbs.
Right.
As I'm going to call them. You've got the one that moves around and essentially if you follow that, it takes you to the next part of that particular storyline.
Right.
You've got the solid ones.
You walk up to them and it starts
and you've
a
got to
conversation.
twist it, you've got to turn it, and then you've got the solid ones that are literally just motion activated.
Yeah, so the motion sensor ones don't make any fucking sense. It's the same as the motion activated ones, the solid ones. Apart from all, it's on PS4, put some motion controls in for us. That's fucking stupid.
And as for the vibrate element to it, that's handy for when you're coming out of a scene because it kind of defines that scene's ended. You can move on to the next bit.
I did find that vibrate function really handy because it woke me up like, oh yeah, next bit. This is a massive fucking minus from me.
I enjoyed it because it's nice, it's slow paced, it's something for it's a long session game. If you enjoy the
I suppose if you're stoned off your fucking tits, it's an enjoyable thing to watch, but
which I wasn't at all.
But it's not it's not a game. This is not a game in any way, any description of a game. It isn't one. It's an interactive visual ebook. That's what it is, and they haven't put the chapters in order. That's what it is.
Well, the lack of chapters in order, that kind of brings me back to what I mentioned with you today or yesterday, something like that, about it having a slight D&D element with the turn to page 23 for this bit, turn to page 29 for that bit.
Yeah, but as I said, in the Choose Your Own Adventure D&D type books, Your choices have an effect on what happens. You fight things, you collect things, you have to manage your backpack, your resources, your food.
Yeah.
But where you go depends how the story turns. This don't matter, you could go anywhere you fucking want, it makes no difference whatsoever. You're not there to do anything or interact with anything, you're there to observe. Walk and observe, that's it. Walk, look at something, listen to it, walk to the next bit. Look at it, listen to it, walk to the next bit.
There's a trophy for waiting for a pint.
There's
You
two
don't
of the
even get a pint.
trophies.
You don't even get a pint.
Two of the trophies are one, to stand and do absolutely fuck all while waiting for a pint that never arrives. And the second one is do fuck all for 10 minutes, is it? 15 minutes?
10 minutes for that one, but for the pub one, for the wait for a pint, loophole to that. Not in your favour either. You got to go to both pubs. You go to one pub, wait for about 2 minutes.
There's so much to
then you
do.
go to the other pub and it dings.
There's so much content in this game that two of the trophies are standing doing nothing because there's nothing else you can actually do. It's like, oh, we need so many trophies to be able to get a platinum. Right, we need 2 more.
Come on.
There's no in
if
there.
You're gonna mock the
There's
trophies,
no in there.
If you're gonna mock the trophies, hypochondriac. Go.
Yeah, I'll turn. Another 2 trophies where you actually have to do something. Visit the doctors 20 times, is it?
10 times.
10 times, visit the doctors 10 times.
Go in, go out, go in, go out, go in.
Walk backwards for 50 seconds. That's a fucking trophy. There's so little content in this game. There's got just make shit up. It needs to be platinum. Just put something in there, please.
Stand on the witch's hat pyramid swing.
Yeah, stand on a fucking swing for 2
You've
minutes.
actually got to stand on the seating ledge, which you'll know you've done that because you do actually move with it. So that's one thing to bear
So
in
that's
mind
5
if you're watching
trophies.
it for the
5
series.
trophies that involve you. That involve no content whatsoever, really.
Look at all the books. Check all the radios. Those are trophies there.
Do yourself a favour, don't download this. Don't. I mean, he's going to tell a completely different story, but I think this is one of the shittest things I've ever seen as a game. I would rather play No Man's Sky
If you
than
enjoy
this.
it for trophy collecting, get it. If you like to watch if you like wonderful countryside settings, small villages, and beautiful nighttime skies, get it for that because the visuals on it are absolutely superb.
Watch paint dry, at least as an end result. That's pretty much it. Watching paint dry is more exciting and at least you're getting a result from it, you know what you're aiming towards.
If you've got a cloudy sky outside and you want to invite the missus around for a beautiful night of stargazing, just bung on this game, look up into the sky with your character and you'll get a full, we're talking Milky Way type.
Put a live ISS, put the live International Space Station feed on YouTube. Watch something beautiful and serene.
Beautiful
Watch
and serene.
a real one, but...
Beautiful
yeah.
and serene. It's blue screen of fucking death.
No, sometimes I have a very pretty airlock. But no, moving on, I think this is an absolute massive minus and you should not corrupt your system memory with this game at all. Final thoughts?
I find it, while it was still enjoyable.
You're wrong. Now, moving on to another one to disagree on. Letterquest Remasters.
Fair! This is the most goddamn offensive fucking piece of shit dictionary. What country is doing this damn dictionary? It either doesn't recognise the word, which is a perfectly valid, it doesn't recognise Helvetica, but it recognises fonts. What damn country is doing this? Because half the words I typed in with American spelling, British spelling, nothing.
I mean, the one that got really angry was fair. As in, fair folk, fairies and the like.
Myth, magical,
Yeah.
spiritual.
What was it? A crazy person.
Yeah, crazy person or something. Either way, it was very, very offensive.
There is some very weird definitions in it. But I'm enjoying it.
It wouldn't do glance to look, but it did glance, which is Glans. And I can't remember what the hell that was.
Tip of a penis.
Oh yeah, tip of a penis. So it's essentially shafting us and admitting to it.
The dictionary is flawed. There's been quite a few words where I've gone, that's a fucking word. I know for a fact that's a word. I'm gonna get Google out. Yeah, that's a word. But it won't let me have it. But I'm enjoying it. It's the graphics, cute cartoony.
They're amusing.
They're amusing. No,
Yeah.
I think after a while you kind of forget they're there.
I've unlocked the girl.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Because you start off with a male character, but then you can get.
I can't unlock it. I just keep spending the money on other upgrades. But yeah, I mean, it's after a while I just forget the graphics are there. You tend to focus on that little that little block of letters, really.
I don't know. The graphics are the one thing that holds it up for me.
But I enjoy playing it, and they do. Like I said last week, that I think this would be great for on the bus and whatnot.
I still agree with that.
I sat and played this 4 or 5 hours solid on the PS4.
He did.
I kind of quite got into it.
But
But
it was closer to 6 to 8.
But I've been playing it on the Vita when I've been out and about, as it was meant to be. And it is, before we get any criticisms in the comments, all that, it is a mobile game. I know it's a mobile game. You can tell it's a made for Android game that's been ported over.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop it being enjoyable. It's fun on the bus journey, 5-10 minutes, click, a bit of the brain matter working on your way to work.
Excluding dictionary, it doesn't glitch.
Yeah,
So that's a plus, I guess.
There's a lot of RPG options in it.
You mean with the different sides?
The different sides, the different books, where you're spending your money on upgrades. Do you go for health, defense, armour? Do you buy a new side or do you upgrade the one you've already got?
Do you upgrade your character? Do you buy potions?
Yeah, so there's plenty of RPG options for it.
Yeah.
The replay value is brilliant because you've got 3 stars and a crystal star per level. So it's quite a lot to do on each other. The only thing that does annoy me is the don't trigger the crew doing individually. Like when you do the first one, you do the level for the first time, get your first dice, complete the level, and it'll say did that level in 1 minute 20. And you click your next down, it says time trial 4 minutes 15. I've just done it in a minute 20.
Yeah.
Your next one would do it in 65 words, in 65 letters. I've just done it in 50 letters. Why didn't I ping all 3 stars at once? So it does that. That is a bit of annoyance that you have to go back and do every one. But
to be fair, I keep going back to the earlier levels, doing them because they're so easy, just to rack up the points to spend.
To upgrade. And then you've got stuff as well, like the different conditions. I mean, the different quests at first. You've got 70 quests to do in the game.
That's how many?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming so, because mine says like 48 out of 70 now.
Ah, right.
At the top, it says like use 50 consonants or use the top row 3 times. And then, so you've got 70 quests to do as well, but then you've also got the conditions as well, so you'll get...
Oh, the sub-quests, yeah.
Yeah. You get some games, you get some levels where the boss that I'm stuck with at the moment, it takes 10 times more damage on words beginning with the letter Q. Never gives me a letter Q, but it's nice when he does that.
Throw the book at him. A dictionary so he can do it properly.
But then you get other conditions as well, like some ghosts only take damage from 4-letter words. So if you use a 3 or a 5-letter word, you don't cause any damage.
I did like the challenge, one particular level where it was the baddie only took damage from 4-letter words or over, but there was a stipulation in play for that particular round that only 4 letters would actually injure.
Yeah.
So you've got to specifically stick to 4-letter
Yeah.
words.
Oh, there's one, what I think one of the other ones was, that I've done was, only takes damage, monsters only take damage from letters that contain 2 or more vowels.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, it's not a case of like just find any word you can, you've sort of like got to adapt your dictionary. And there's been times I've been stuck there going, and I struggle with the conundrum bit, the hangman piece, sorry.
Yeah, there's a hangman level as well to open up a treasure chest thing.
But I always struggle with that, and I don't think that isn't, it's the spacing of the letters. I can't see the word, but like playing Countdown or something like that, I can boom, got that. I think the letters are too far spaced for me to put them together as a word, I think.
Yeah.
But that's just down to me.
It might be worth getting the Scrabble kit out and getting the spaces out and put the letters on and doing it that way.
Do it that way. But no, I'm enjoying this. I think it's fun. It's one of those, you've been on Destiny for a couple of hours, or you've been on Call of Duty for a couple of hours, and it's one of those wind down games. It's
wind down. It's wound me up.
It's tell you what. Tonight's the 8th of November. I'll be sat in bed at 2 o'clock this morning. At 2 o'clock at night, I'll be sat in bed watching the presidential election. I'll be watching the results coming from the presidential election, and while I'm watching that on TV, I'll be playing that. It's one of those when you know, on a big night like an election night, something like that, or you're watching a long, not walking around, but something where you're watching a long programme, or you're watching a long newscast, or you're on a bus journey, or like that. I think it'd be great value. It's great to play, something like that.
Let me know if you manage to get the word Trump in there.
Yeah, you can.
I know you can play the word Trump, and it'll actually register
It
as a word.
Trump, yeah.
But you need to try and get it.
And you get Hillary Clinton. Political sentences coming out now. No, I need to get Trump and Clinton. I've got Trump in there, but I need to... I'm playing Election Like Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should play Election Like Bingo tonight with LetterQuest. But yeah, I mean, this is a plus from me. It's not... I'm going to say it's not something you play for hours and then, but I did play it for 6 hours on my first sitting. Since that sitting, I haven't done. You mentioned the kids enjoy it.
Yeah.
My 2 boys are 12 and 16. They sat for about two and a half hours.
Giving you the answers.
Playing it with just them two.
Oh, playing it as well, yeah.
Them two are going side by side, and technically in terms of holding the pad, but both working together on the letters and stuff. So we'll get to see the boys doing that. And they're both sat there having fun, not realising they're expanding the vocabulary, they're learning spelling and dictionary. Well, I don't know what dictionary they're learning, but it might be Esperanto, I think.
Is it even a valid country, that has submitted the dictionary for use on this terrible, annoying word game?
One thing I love as well is a little nod that I like is that the developers name's just going to my name's Bacon Boys or something like that.
Yeah, there's definitely bacon in there.
And that's the developers who made the game Bacon Boys, I think they are. And the health regen is bacon.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice little Easter egg. Well, it's an Easter egg touch on it. It's kind of like, yeah, a little nod to the developer that...
So you're essentially saying that the only good things about this game are the graphics and the bacon? And
No,
the
I enjoy the game as a whole. I enjoy the game as a whole. I think it's great. I mean, I sat down for hours and played it. You can kind of get lost in it, but then at the same time, you can play it for... I think I enjoyed playing it on the bus, but I have nearly missed my stop a couple of times. So,
I could see you doing that.
but that's a danger of any Vita game, I think. That's the
Yeah.
danger of the Vita, just an inherent danger in the Vita. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's exactly what I thought it would be. And there's a little bit more RPG element to it, like we said, with the scythes and the upgrades and the books and the potions.
Well, with you, I'm going to backtrack a bit. With you saying the danger of playing the Vita,
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out to our viewers out there, he does not drive. It's
No.
someone else in charge of driving while he's the one playing on the Vita.
Yeah, I'm not sat in the car, just kind of...
Health and safety.
No,
first.
I don't drive.
Don't drive and play.
But no, it's great for on the bus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I thought it would be. But I suppose that's the problem with everyone's going to the Rapture. I expected more from that. I expected all the hype about when it came out. I expected that to be something amazing and
It'd
different
make a
and
good movie.
unique, and it wasn't.
It'd make an interesting
I don't think
movie.
it was. I think it. I honestly get the opinion from everyone's going to Rapture that it's a failed movie script, that they couldn't finish it, they couldn't sell it, so they kind of hatched it up and put some graphics on it and said it's had the bare ass cheek to call it a game. Whereas LetterQuest Remastered, I knew it was a mobile game, I knew it was a little cheap tap game that had been ported over, so my expectation wasn't too high for it.
Yeah.
So I'm pleasantly surprised by it, you know, it's a plus for me. I'll give Rapture a massive minus and LetterQuest a pleasant plus.
I'm going to give the Rapture a tentative plus, and I'm going to give... I'm not going to even bother naming it. Purely on the basis of the dictionary alone.
Oh, one other little quick test, well, you could put names in.
Some names.
Right, it won't accept all names, but if you put some names in, like John, and then it comes up with a description at the side as a developer for LetterQuest Remastered, so you can name the developers in it, which is funny. But yeah.
So that you've got them actually saying, "Hi, my name is," and I'm mocking you for this awful game.
No, you go, well, let's have some fun with it, with a fun, cheeky developer. But yeah, so that's this week. Let us know what you think down in the comments below or over on our Facebook page, stoffulpresents.com. stoffulpresents.wix.com/home. Which our usual place. You'll find our Patreon, our Facebook, our Twitter, everything else. Like, share,
Subscribe.
All the things, all the button presses. Tell your mate, tell your grandma winter's coming. Tell her before she dies. You make her happy before she goes. Yeah, and
she'll love the word game.
Yeah, she'll love the word game.
Yeah.
And until next week, we'll be reviewing Dirt 3 on the PS3 and Deadly Tower of Monsters on
Yes,
PS4.
which I've played a little bit of the Deadly Towers, and it's thoroughly enjoyable.
Played a tiny bit, and that looks interesting. And that's for next week. So until next time, take care, PlayStoners.
Good night.